Yes, we're going to talk about it. Common career related concerns and challenges faced by anyone looking for a new career. Number one, choosing the right career path. Is it even possible to choose the right career path? Many young adults struggle with indecision and uncertainty when it comes to selecting a career path that aligns with interests, skills, and values. So it would be good to, figure that out, determining like what your skills are or what you are good at, and then also thinking about what you value. Do you want to work a lot of hours a week? Do you like to being on your feet and moving around? Would you like a more stationary position? Things like that or I know it seems simple, but it can really make a big difference as to which direction you're looking into for a career. Number two, limited work experience. If you're starting out in the career force, entry level positions are even asking for experience. Some of those entry level positions are even asking for an undergraduate degree, a bachelor's degree. So it is a catch 22 for most people, or people who are entering the workforce for the first time, where they're just starting the career and they have very limited or relevant work experience. So that is a challenge. Number three, financial pressures. Balancing financial obligations. If a person, if they have their own job and they're paying for rent and utilities and a car payment and car insurance, those are a lot of expenses that you have to consider when you're thinking about what type of job that you think will cover all of those expenses, or thinking about, well, is there even a job out there that could cover all those expenses where you wouldn't have to put in a lot of time, effort, or education. And there are a lot of positions, jobs out there that you could do internships and things like that, or go to community college and do our vocational job to be able to get into the workforce and make a decent salary with not committing a lot of your time, effort, or financial resources. But that definitely is one of the pressures. Another thing, number four, is going to be job market competition. So, since the job market is pretty competitive, a lot of people joining the workforce it might seem kind of daunting to say, okay, how do I even secure a position at an entry level, that at a pay that I want to make, that will allow for advancing in my career, allowing me to move forward, move up in what I want to do, or allows me to transfer into different positions within the company. Is it a big enough company where if I want to learn a new skill or I want a different type of position, then would that be available as well? And then number five is work life balance. So important. Striking a healthy balance between your work and personal life can be challenging, especially in industries that prioritize long hours and high level of commitment. So, if you are willing to put in the hours, work the days that you need to work to be able to meet those financial obligations that you have accrued or that you have, then you definitely want to look at what does that position look like? Is it physically strenuous? Is it emotionally, psychologically strenuous? What does that look like? Is it sustainable? Those are things you want to think about for that work life balance. And then number six, professional development. Access to opportunities of skill development. This goes back to, looking at that position or that company that you want to join to see if they do have areas where you could progress within that company, moving up. Are there lateral transfers to other companies in other states, even other countries? If you're interested in traveling, are there opportunities for you to do that? You want to learn if people within that organization, how do they go about getting professional development? Is that something they have to do on their own? Does the company provide it? So you want to learn what people in that field have concerns about. And again, that goes back to our networking video that I did, and ways on networking to finding people in that career field that you can ask these questions to, and who'll be open and honest about giving you feedback of what it's like to be in that field. And then number seven is navigating career transitions. Transitioning between jobs, industries, career paths can be daunting and have a lot of uncertainty, and does require a lot of planning, networking, and skill acquisition. So It is very helpful to have a mentor or a coach who can help give you that path, or at least show you how the path could look, give you some ideas, because otherwise it can seem very overwhelming very quickly without having that guidance of someone who's in the field or knows someone who is in that field that you could talk to walk you through the steps that you could take to help you progress within that transition. Number 8, imposter syndrome. So many people have self doubt, right? We all have that voice that's talking negatively to us all the time, trying to convince us that we're not enough. We don't have the skill, we don't have the knowledge, we don't have the background to be able to pursue a new job or a new career field. But you might be a little more reluctant to take those risks, not understanding that you do have, those leadership practices that you do every day, but maybe you just haven't attributed to them, to a practice where you can translate it to the workplace, right? So that imposter syndrome. Number 9 is workplace culture diversity. So this is something that has been, in the news a lot with DEI and whatnot. But you do want to look at a job where you feel like you're going to be comfortable. And what I mean by that, not necessarily like what physical, like the chairs and the desks and things like that, but is there job progression, career progression? You want to seek an environment that values your contributions as a new an employee or as someone who's transitioning from one area to the next. You want to find some place that will value you for the knowledge, experience, or just the ambition to be wanting to change into a new direction in your career. And then number 10, that rounds us out, is career satisfaction and fulfillment. Ask people in the careers that you are interested in getting into, how fulfilled are they? Would they have chosen this job again if they were to do it all over? Right? There are the kind of 20, looking back, yes, this has got me to the places I wanted to be, but would that have been the job that they had chosen to fulfill what they have found to be their purpose? Or did they find their purpose within that career? So those are questions that we want to find out from people in the careers that we want to join in, right? We want to find the ins and outs. We want to know behind the curtain, what does it really look like? Tell me the details before I decide what path I need to follow to go into that career. But despite these challenges, everyone has the opportunity to overcome obstacles, pursue your aspirations, and achieve success in the career that you choose. So seek mentorship, networking, continuous learning, stay resilient, keep moving. There's always going to be a door opening. A door may close, but another one opens. So always be willing to be open to the paths that open for you, and ask people, talk to people to help you navigate your career path, and do that with confidence and with purpose.